August 1966. A young boy is flying a kite on Vintém Hill in Brazil when he stumbles upon a sight that would haunt the nation for decades. Two men, dressed in formal suits and waterproof coats, lying side by side. But it wasn't their clothes that was strange. It was the hand-cut lead masks covering their eyes. Welcome to Chronicle X today. We unseal the files on the lead masks case of mystery involving electronics, secret signals, and a country obsessed with the unknown. Manoel Pereira, Cruz, and Miguel José Viana were simple electronics technicians from a small town near Rio de Janeiro. They led quiet lives, but they shared a secret passion. They were self-proclaimed scientific spiritualists, part of a fringe community that believed in combining technology with psychic phenomena. They built strange electronic devices in their workshop, hoping to contact spirits or even beings from other worlds. On the morning of August 17th, they told their families they were leaving for São Paulo to buy materials for a car they were working on. They packed a small bag and boarded a bus, promising to be back soon. But they never made it to São Paulo. Instead, they got off in the city of Niterói. A waitress at a local bar remembered them. She said they bought a bottle of water and seemed incredibly agitated, constantly looking at their watches as if they were running late for a critical appointment. One of them appeared so nervous that he kept going to the counter to ask for the bill, even though his friend kept telling him they still had time. They were waiting for something or someone. This was the last time anyone saw them alive. 3 days later, their bodies were discovered on the remote Vintém Hill. They were laid out neatly, almost ceremoniously. Beside them, police found the bottle of water, 2 wet towels, and a notebook. Inside the notebook was a cryptic set of instructions, a bizarre schedule that only deepened the mystery. 16:30 be at the specified location. 18:30 ingest capsules. After effect, protect metals. Await signal. Mask. There were no signs of a struggle. No bullet wounds. No obvious cause of death. It was as if they had simply laid down and died, waiting for a signal that may have never come. The scene was baffling. Why the formal suits? What were the capsules they were supposed to ingest? And what was the signal they were waiting for? The investigation was immediately plagued with problems. Due to bureaucratic delays and the overwhelming workload at the local morgue, full toxicology reports were never properly completed. By the time the medical examiner could analyze their internal organs, they had decomposed too much to determine if they had been poisoned. The capsules mentioned in the note were never found. All the police had were theories. So, what really happened on that hill? The most popular theory points to a UFO encounter. The men were part of a group that believed they could communicate with extraterrestrials. The lead masks, it's argued, were to protect their eyes from the blinding light of a spaceship's arrival. Did they take a substance to prepare their bodies for contact, only for it to be a fatal poison? Or perhaps it was a deadly scientific experiment? Friends of the men claimed they were involved in a dangerous test to trigger an intense illumination that would be accompanied by a loud noise. Maybe the experiment went horribly wrong, causing a fatal reaction. Others believe they were simply murdered for their money, conned by criminals who promised them a share in some treasure or a meeting with aliens, only to poison them and take their cash. The cryptic note could have been part of the elaborate scam. Decades have passed, and the lead masks case remains one of Brazil's most enduring unsolved mysteries. Were Manoel and Miguel victims of a clever hoax, or did they truly come close to something beyond our understanding? Was it a botched experiment, a spiritual ritual gone wrong, or a close encounter of the deadliest kind? The hill keeps its secrets. Tell us your theory in the comments. This is Chronicle X. Don't let the mystery fade. Make sure to subscribe for more journeys into the unknown.